Hey everyone, welcome to WittCode, where in this video we're going to learn if React's setState is asynchronous or not. So developers often think that setState in React is asynchronous, and this is because when setState is called, the new state isn't available right away. For example, in this component right here, it consists of a count state that is incremented when a button is clicked. So when this button is clicked, which is this button right here, this count is incremented. So let's click this button, and what we can see is when we click this button, this function is run. We can see the previous count being logged, then we do set count to count plus 1, and then log the updated count. However, notice how the count variable is the same both before the set count call right here and after. So it's initially 0, and then when we add 1, they're still both listed as 0 here. So what makes this seem asynchronous is the fact that the new state isn't available right away. However, the new state is there. It's just available in the next render. Remember, changing the state of a component with setState will cause a re-render, and it is this new render that contains the new state. In other words, the new state is available when the component function is called again. So this right here is a function, which is also a component. When it's re-rendered, this function is called again, and when it's called again, the new state variable, or the new value for the state variable, will be available. So to demonstrate, let me just change this code in here, where now we log the rendered count right here, and we have set count here. Now when we click this button, so let's keep clicking this, we can see each time the app is re-rendered and the count is incrementing. I can zoom in one more. And this is because when the set count right here is called, the state changes, so the app component is re-rendered, which means this function is called again, and the new count won't be available until the next re-render, or when this is called again. This happens because a state variable is not a regular JavaScript variable, but rather a snapshot of a component. When state is updated with the setState function, the new state isn't available until the next render or the new snapshot. This can be confusing because of some magic that React abstracts away under the hood, specifically when it comes to setting initial state, so this right here. So when the function component is called again, so this function is ran, the initial state value right here isn't used because under the hood, React saves the initial state once and then ignores it for subsequent renders. So you might think if this function is called again, it would go back to 0. When in reality, under the hood, React is saving this initial state value of 0 only once and then ignoring it for subsequent renders, which is why when we keep incrementing this, the count variable is increasing even though we are calling this function again. But so this was my video on setState. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. But besides that, thank you for liking and subscribing today. If you wish to support me further, please consider downloading my Chrome extension called WittScepter. But besides that, have a good one.